Hey guys, Jamie here with Journey North. So, back in the shop, I'm going to talk about some tools I recently found. Me and my son Cody were doing some driving back from the supermarket, seen a sign for a garage sale, so we pulled in. And as we're walking up to it, Cody instantly says, "Dad, there's look at all them handles sticking up. There's a garbage can. It's had some axe handles and stuff sticking out of it." I don't get super excited when I see that, but there's a good chance I'm going to find something there nonetheless. And we did. Most of them were picks, some shovels, some stuff like that. But in the bottom of that, we'll start out with this here. Appears to be like a swamping pattern. Nice double bit. I couldn't find any maker on it. It does got the red permabond in there like the Plums had. But there were some knockoffs that did that as well. Haven't cleaned it up yet. But really happy with that. Show you some other stuff I found. Just some random, carpenter linoleum style knives. Little razor blade scraper. Nothing great there. Old brace. I did clean up enough to see the stamp. It was a PS&W, which turned into Pexto. Good company. These here, fairly common, $3 to $10 depending on where you're going. Monster ball peen on a taped up split fiberglass handle. Like no stamps on that I can see, but that's a monster. That'll come in handy. Couple rafter squares, framer squares. Couldn't find a stamp on the one. This one here is an old Stanley. We're gonna clean these up. These are always cheap, fun to restore. Couple of them. Something most people won't get excited about, but I do. Just a roll of 180 grit sandpaper. Nice handy there. This was really cool. This little mini Matic pick right here, Pickmatic. Little sucker. Ain't that cute? A little loose on the handle. We're going to tighten that up, clean it up, see if we can find a stamp or something on that. But really cool. And of course, I couldn't leave there without a big monster pick. This is a Hubbard. I don't have a Hubbard. That's why I got this one here. A little shrunk on the handle. I'll show you sometime how I can fix that, tighten it up. And this here, not vintage. They're Pickmatic. Paint's not even wore off yet. Nice, tight down the handle. Great handle. Didn't recognize the name of the company. Liddell. I'm guessing it's a made in China type deal for the fact that it says American hardwood handle on it. But American is in quotation marks. I don't know why it would say that, but nice, useful tool. And for all that stuff I just showed you, gave me a $10 bill. It was an older lady. Her husband died. She was moving. The son was there, wanted to get rid of everything. Told me everything's for sale. There's no prices on it. Grouped it all together. She said $10 for that, and I said, yeah, I'll take it. And I also paid $30 for something, which for a garage sale, for me, that's big money. It's right here behind me. Possibly the greatest tool I've ever found at a garage sale. And it's not even vintage. Maybe 20, 30 years old. Let's spin this sucker around and I'll show you. Been waiting for one of these for a long time and I'm glad I found it. Here, check this out. A Craftsman belt disc sander 2x42. You knife making guys out here will be a little jealous of that. Even if you have a bigger one, this is a great little machine. It's an older one. Not sure how old. Can't find a date on it, but there's no websites or anything like that. By the logo and stuff, it's kind of similar to what, when I was a teenager, what we had. So I'm assuming, late 90s, somewhere in there. Had brand new sandpaper. Not a scratch on anything. This here angles. This angles, all steel. The little bit of plastic that's on it is this guard here. And that's coming off anyways, because when you want to change a belt, that slips right off that way. Cody found this in the corner of that old lady's shed, and the son come up, and I said, how much you got to have for that? Is it for sale? He looked at it and said, $30. And I said, God, if it runs, I'll give you $30. We took it out in the light, plugged it in, started right up. Look at the original price tag on that sucker right there. $240. And even now, the same design through Jet is selling for almost $500. This is gonna just be a wonderful addition. Put some slack in there, move that platen back, maybe put a glass platen in there for making some knives. I jumped on the eBay right away and ordered a whole group of belts from 36 grit to 2000 grit. This old sander underneath here is hardly going to get any use right now. These are underpowered, awkward. Let's say what they are. These are junk. They'll get the job done, but they're not fun to use. This here I've messed around with already. This thing's wonderful. Let's start this sucker up. Full horsepower motor. I mean, I was so happy to find this. I still can't get over that. I got it up here for $30. All right, I'm gonna spin you back around. $30 for that sucker. I mean, I can shape handles with it. I can make knives. I've been waiting for one of these for a long time. Didn't want to bust out the money. Ideally, a 72 inches ideal. Them are like $1,000. I was even looking at converting one end of my DeWalt grinder into a 42-inch belt, kind of rigging something up, getting her done. I looked at the Harbor Freight 1x30-inch, I heard they'll get you through, but they're way underpowered, a lot of plastic. That thing there's great. Craftsman, Still and Craftsman was making great tools. So I'm going to classify that probably as the best garage sale I've been to. Even though it wasn't a classic vintage tool, it's going to help me restore, make new stuff, make knives, make handles. Just a great find. And also in that lot I just showed you, all this was $40. This was also in there. Yeah, it's going to need a handle right here. This is a North Brothers shoulder drill. Everything's in working order. Different speeds, forward, backward locks. These things were great. This is a Yankee, like I said, North Brothers. They sold out to Stanley, I believe, maybe in the early 40s, and then they took over the Yankee brand. To be honest with you, these are selling for almost $40 themselves. And I don't have one, and now I do, plus all this other stuff. Hit them garage sales, people. You never know what you're going to find. And something like this, shit hits a fan, we don't have electricity or nothing. This will drill whatever you want. Much as your arm can stand, much as you can put on your shoulder and your belly. Use that beer belly for something. Get in there, drill some holes. Great find. This happened like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still super excited about it. Been waiting to make this video, so I had a little bit of time to show you guys everything. That 2x42 belt grinder, man, still blows my mind. $30 for like a $400 machine. Had brand new belts on it, no scratches. I don't think that thing was ever used. I just happened to get there at the right time. Got to thank Cody, my son, because he loves stopping at these sales with me. Finding stuff, digging through stuff, helping me collect this rusty treasure. Alright, I'm going to start working on some of these tools, play with my grinder some more tonight. Take her easy.